I started from a really humbling background. It was me and my mom for the most part, and we didn't have a lot of money. We moved literally over 30 times in 18 years, multiple states. We went from having nothing to having a little bit of something, and then a lot of nothing again, and from food stamps to battered women's shelter. We literally went through everything. And at that particular point in my life, I remember thinking, why am I going through all of this hardship? Why am I going through all of this this negativity it felt? And I remember, just a couple years back, I thought about, would I be here without going through everything that I went through? And I really don't think that I would have. Ultimately, I ended up starting with this humbling background. Some key pivotal people came into my life. One being a gentleman named Bill, who my mom enrolled me into the Big Brother, Big Sister program, and he was my big. And I saw this lifestyle of this entrepreneurial man who went out and worked hard and made something of himself. And he gave me 3 rules in life in being successful: work hard, work smart, and work honest. And I've applied that to my life. The consistency of waking up every single day, being the absolute most that I could be, making the best choices that I could on a daily basis to become the best version of myself. And I just replicated that day after day after day and year after year after year. There was no shortcut to it. It's been years and years of hard work. A couple other things, there were some other key pivotal people in my life. My father, who's a rock star in real life, and my grandfather, who just recently passed last year. These people really absolutely shaped me, and just amazing human beings, as well as my grandpa and the rest of my family. So flashback to the age of 18, I'm 138 pounds, soaking wet. I go to college and I find this new lifestyle of fitness and health. I was always kind of an athletic kid, but I was always really, thin and I wanted to be these like superhero action guys that I saw in movies, from the John Claudes to the Arnolds, and I wanted that physique. I remember looking at magazines such as Iron Man and Muscle and Fitness and all these magazines and thinking, one day, I'll be on the cover of that magazine. And at that point, I'm 138 pounds, and I'm just like, it's so far away, but those were my big dreams. So I graduated college, I got a corporate job, because I'm like, I'm a broke college student that wants to go make some money. I put money first. Unfortunately, about 9 months into it, I said, I can't do this. This is horrible. I need to go back to my roots, and my roots are wake up doing absolutely what I love. Eventually in time, maybe I can make a little bit of cash doing it. So I go over and I work at a corporate gym as a personal trainer. I absolutely loved it. I think I was making like $10 an hour. Sometimes I just trained for free because I loved it so much. And so rewind over that course of that 5 years, 6 years there, I'm transforming my body and transforming my life through this lifestyle that I'm living. And so this passion inside of me was like, I'm addicted to this transformation. I want to share this with others. I wanted to be able to transform other people's lives. So we're talking 2001, 2002 is when I started this transformation process. And I remember the first couple females that I'd worked with and clients that I worked with, we had lost like 40 pounds or something in a course of 3 or 4 months. And I was just hooked. I was addicted. And ultimately, it kind of shaped what I was building into eventually Hitch Fit in 2008 was when the concept came together. So at the same time, in about 2002, 2003, I ended up getting into fitness modeling. One of my good friends now, he contacted me and said, hey man, you should be a fitness model. I'm at the YMCA working out, and he's like, you should be a fitness model. I said, I don't know anyone in Kansas City that's a fitness model. I don't know anyone in the world that's a fitness model, but I would love to get on magazines and do all of that. And so he gave me the fire, I think, and his name's David Washington, amazing guy. And he said, go make it happen. He gave me a couple contacts to a couple local agencies. And then from there, I started utilizing MySpace. I'm living in Kansas City. How do I get seen by people all over the globe and the country, whatnot, to make those dreams reality? And so I I was traveling back from Los Angeles and New York and LA and Miami, and just trying to make those connections, finding those photographers that were going to be able to get me into magazines. And that's what ended up landing me the first cover that I had got on in 2005. And from there, I've been on 12 other covers. And inside the magazines of over 100 national fitness magazines. So in 2009, 2008, late 2008, I meet this wonderful woman at the expo of the Mr. Olympia. We had kind of chatted on MySpace, whatnot. We were going to meet up, and soon after we met Diana, my now wife. And right at the same time, I'm creating this Hitch fit that's going to come out. She came into the mix. She moved to Kansas City soon after we met, and I knew that she was the one, and she felt the same. And so now Hitch Fit was no longer me; it was me and her. And we launched the online program in 2009. And since then, we've had clients now in 71 countries and over 250,000 pounds of fat loss. It's absolutely humbling, just such a blessing. We opened 2 brick and mortar gyms here in Kansas City. We've helped Kansas City lose over 50,000 pounds. This is our lives, just being able to wake up every single day, passionately doing what you love. I encourage all of you guys out there that, I know you got bills, I know you got all of that, and maybe you can't just go cold turkey and just quit everything and do your passion, but do a little bit, and then a little bit more, and a little bit more, until you can make that your everyday, all day. People ask, what's your secret to success? My secret to success is to work really hard, and you have to work really hard for very long, and then you got to eventually learn how to work really smart. And lastly, like I said, you got to work honest. Don't burn bridges along the way. Be good to people. Even when it doesn't benefit you as much, be good to people and leave it that way. That's where my faith has always been, and I've tried to live that lifestyle in general. Lastly, if transformation is something that you're interested in doing, first off, just be ready for change. It's going to take hard work. You're going to have to be dedicated. You're going to have to eat right. You're going to have to live a lifestyle that's going to be, that's going to align with you getting to your goals. But you can do it, and when you do, it will change your life forever. I can't explain it any more than that, other than the fact that it's like living in a cloud and you can't see clearly. You get healthy and you understand what it feels like to be healthy, and you're out of that cloud and you can see clear. You can be 100% version of you, and it affects everyone's life around you. So I encourage you, I challenge you to become the best version of yourself, because it won't only benefit you, it's going to benefit everyone around. And lastly, smile often, and like I say, flex often. I am Micah LaCerte, and I am possible.